Best Bites Forever.
Hi everyone, welcome to Best Bites Forever. I'm Chef Alicia, and in this video I'm going to show you what I put in my morning smoothie. So I kind of do this in two steps because I like to have little packets in my freezer. And what I do in the first step is I have these power greens that I get from Costco. This is a mix of kale, spinach, and Swiss chard. And then I also use, where did my strawberries go wrong? I also use 2 strawberries. And then I have these cherries, and I just use the frozen. You can use the sweet or the tart cherries from Sprouts, and the ones that I have are organic. So I'm going to start by destemming my strawberries, and I just use my little tomato shark here. So I destem these guys, and then I'm going to cut them up, and then I'm going to put them over to the side. So chop these up really quickly for you. Put these over to the side. The next thing that I do is I use like a couple of handfuls of my mixed greens. So I grab like a pretty sizable handful like this and just kind of put it into a little pile onto my cutting board. And again, just run my knife through it. I have found that if I put these into my blender that it doesn't do the job of really chopping them up. I don't have like a Vitamix. I wish that I did at home, but you know, I don't have a Vitamix. I have a nice blender, but it doesn't do the job of actually kind of beating these into liquid like I want them to be to go through my straw. So I'm putting these into a baggie that's like a sandwich baggie. But I use just like the NutriBlender, but I have found that if I freeze them first, because that kind of breaks down the cell walls, that it makes them break down when I blend them. And if I don't freeze them first, it does not break it all the way down. So the next thing that I put into my little baggie is just 1 spoon of these cherries. And they're still frozen. I didn't do anything fancy. All of this is just going into my baggie. So it's looking like this. I mush it down. Get the air out, you know, kind of do all of that stuff to it like so. This is what it looks like before it goes into the freezer, and this is what it looks like when it comes out. So it kind of like mashes and condenses down when it's in there. And then when I wake up in the morning, I have this already frozen, and I take my little thing here, and I put this straight down into my cup first. So that just goes right in. The next thing that I'm going to add in is a tiny bit of yogurt. I'm using a plain Greek yogurt. You can use whatever kind you want. If you want to use vanilla or whatever you're into. I also put some water in right now. I don't fill it all the way yet, but I just give it a little bit of water. And then I put in collagen. So this is one of those things that's really good for your skin and for your hair. And I know a lot of you ladies have PM'd me on Facebook and asked me what I use on my skin. So one of the things that keeps your skin nice and healthy is this. That's like one of those, I don't know, I don't want to call it a beauty secret, but I think that it's really good for you. Like I definitely really like to use it, and this is the brand that I use. If you care, if you don't care, I'm sure there are lots of them out there. I get it at Sprouts Farmers Market. I'm sure you can get it in other places. So anyway, I'm going to add water the rest of the way up. You can add juice. If I happen to have juice in the house, like if I have, I like to use pomegranate, like, you know, the palm, whatever. And I also like cherry juice, if you can find it. So then I just put this right into my little blender mixer thingy and pulse it up a couple of times, and then just let it run for like a minute. And it takes another minute or so to really get it ground up, but I mean, it is absolutely delicious, especially if you add in that little bit of like cherry juice or pomegranate juice. It gives it like a little bit of sweetness. This one I just did the straight up water with, but too, like the vanilla yogurt gives it a nice sweetness. And it's a quick breakfast in the morning. Like this is what I do really quickly before I run out of the door. I do all of my errands, and then I come back and have real breakfast. So delicious, although not blended all the way yet, guys. Like I said, it takes a minute or two. I don't have some crazy blender, so Anyway, I'm going to put this back on to blend, but that's how you do it. And thanks for watching, everyone.
BackBitesForever.com